Hey folks, today I'm back home where I'm from originally, Perry County, Kentucky. I'm in the small community of Viper. More specifically, I'm in Slabtown Holler, or Hollow, if you must. But I'm here to pay my respects to probably the most famous person from Perry County, a folk music legend. Y'all ready? Today's story is going to start right here with Abigail Hall Ritchie and Ballas Wilmar Ritchie. Ballas and Abigail were the parents of 14 kids. They were known as the Singing Ritchies. They were mainly farmers. They lived here in Perry County. So Ballas and Abigail, or Abby, as you saw her stone say, their family were known as the Singing Ritchies. 14 children, the youngest of which name was Jean. And that's why we're in this very out of the way, completely unknown, unless you have a reason to be here, cemetery. The Ritchies were, as most folks in this region, not really a family of vast wealth. They were mainly farmers, but they were definitely a prominent family, as nearly the entire family were performers. And many folks knew the Singing Ritchies very well. The Ritchie family were very keen on an education. Most of the children actually attended Hindman Settlement School, which is in neighboring Knott County. Jean was the only child that didn't go there, though. She graduated from Viper High School. Jean left Viper, and she attended what is now known as the University of the Cumberlands. It was after her junior year that she transferred to the University of Kentucky. There she got her bachelor's degree in social work. And it was at UK, the 1 year she was there, where Jean was very involved in the choir and even in a glee club. And that helped her see the path forward with music in her life. Upon taking the job in New York, the position turned out to be really more of a teaching job than a social worker. Jean taught the children about music and songs, and it really fit what she wanted to do in life. And when she left here, she took about 300 songs with her. Some were Irish tunes, Scottish tunes, British tunes that have been reinterpreted and spit back out, Americanized, if you will. But she learned a lot from here in the community, and just down the road a few miles at the old Regular Baptist Church, she learned a lot of hymnals, and she took those with her as well. So when she got to New York, Jean Ritchie was already a walking encyclopedia of folk music, and people took notice, like, quickly. Soon, folks like Joni Mitchell, Joan Baez, Bob Dylan, as their popularity really gained, they often cited Jean as someone who really was a trailblazer in bringing folk music to the forefront and giving them the opportunities to go out and do what they loved, and they learned from the best. Jean and her family would release quite a few albums, quite a few songs. She's very well awarded, decorated, celebrated, and I'm barely scratching the surface on any of that. But while here in Viper, she wrote a song that is probably her masterpiece. Even Johnny Cash did his own version of "The L&N Doesn't Stop Here Anymore." It's really a snapshot of this area, how the coal left, and it's a moment in time that was captured beautifully by a woman and by a family that lived every line in that song. And I think that's what's endearing about that song, is there is nothing more truthful than "The L&N Doesn't Stop Here Anymore." As you can likely see, Jean married George Pacow. They had very long, loving relationship. They did have 2 children, and I do see Jonathan Pacow is buried here beside them. I'm not sure about their other child, but Jean and George met in New York, and they traveled the world together to find origins of songs, and it's just a beautiful thing. They met in New York. They were married for a very long time. They were very loving, and Jean unfortunately had a stroke. I think she was 92, and so she moved to her home in Berea, where she finally passed away in 2015, and she was brought back here, if you can see that, just up on the hill from the old home place. So I'm going to end that story here. I hope I've piqued your interest. I hope you look further into Jean Ritchie, the songs she created, the awards that she won, the acclaim that was bestowed upon her. And as I walk around here looking, this is definitely a family cemetery, because there are many, many Ritchies buried here. So that's going to do it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's a nice crisp fall morning. I'm up and at 'em pretty early. So we're going to move on to the next one. So until next time, see ya.